Hello everyone, welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Shorjani Chatterjee and today we will be talking about the Elite National Boxing Championships. Now, when I mention the name of the tournament, it has the word elite in it. It is supposed to be grand, right? A place where the players will go out there, where the boxers will go out and perform and give in their all. With months of training, years of training, all the hard work, all the sacrifices, all the punches, all the injuries that they've faced, this is the time for them to go out, perform, and bring home a medal. Not only the players, they have a lot of support from the back end as well. Families, coaches, support staff. A lot of hard work and a lot of training and determination goes into, being a player. And performing at the Elite National Boxing Championships is something that a player looks forward to. But this time, it was a mess. It was a disaster. So the championships were held at the Gautam Buddha University and over 600 athletes were participating. It was supposed to be a historic event. You know why? Because the men and the women, they were supposed to compete under the same roof. But there was a complete problem with the management. It was completely mismanaged. There was a lot of problems that the athletes faced. Number one, the first issue that they faced was on the first day of the tournament, there was a 4-hour delay. And you know why there was a delay? Because the rings were not even properly built. The athletes complained about the food conditions and the accommodations that they were given. And there was a lack of coordination going on in the tournament. Now comes the most interesting part of the story. In the middle of the night, now this championship, as I mentioned in the video, was taking place at the Gautam Buddha University, which is in Greater Noida. So in the middle of the night, which you know how cold it is in Noida, right? And it happened yesterday on the 10th of January. So in that freezing cold, in the middle of the night, the athletes were asked to vacate the facilities where they were staying. They were asked to leave. You know why this happened? Not because they did not perform or not because, it was their fault. It was because the bills were not paid. So the athletes, the accommodations where they were staying, they were asked to leave. So in the middle of the night, they were carrying out their luggages and looking for a place to stay. Now the BFI, however, arranged facilities for them and they were moved to the nearest facility of the Gautam Buddha University where they went and they, rested and slept throughout the night. But the question is, why would something like this happen? Why is this happening to the athletes out there? We have a lot of national athletes who are going out there and performing, but what about the 600 athletes who are the backbone, who are out there giving their all and trying to make their state and their country proud? What about them? This was an incident which shook everybody, and the BFI has said that there was some problem with the funds. SAI has not yet released the funds, which is why this was caused. Now the thing is that for this tournament there were 30 lakhs which was sanctioned and 22.5 lakhs to be paid in advance, and however there was a problem with the advance coming in, hence such mismanagement. But it is not the athlete's lookout. You are an athlete, you're going out there, you're supposed to be resilient on the ring. You're supposed to go out there and fight for your place in the ring and not outside. Outside the ring, you are just another human being, an athlete who deserves some basic respect, basic decency, and basic human dignity. And they were robbed of it. This is a situation which is really concerning and it has to be looked into. So, the only request that, we as fans, as supporters would have is that this situation needs to stop. This needs to be addressed and proper accountability needs to be taken instead of just shifting the blame from one person to another. It is hoped that this situation and, this will never happen again and this situation will be resolved. Thank you for watching this video.